Just one thought of you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. Hey. A lovely day.
Hey y'all, you already know what time it is. You already know who it is. So who is it? It's your girl Mattia Washington. Yes, your girl Mattia Washington, aka Mattia Washi. I'm here with ministry, motivation, music, and makeup. Let's go ahead and get into my makeup. I literally just finished it probably 5 minutes ago. So we can go ahead and get into that a little bit. I use my new Juvia's Place palette. This is the Violets by Juvia's. I received it as a little Christmas gift. So I was like, why not? Why not? So, but yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. I hope you guys have been enjoying thus far the mini self-love series that I have done the past few weeks. If you have not caught those videos, please go back and catch them. They're some jewels, definitely some jewels. I'm not gonna make the intro long. I know I say it every time, I'm not gonna make the video long either. But thank you guys for the subscribers. Thank you for your likes, comments, dislikes. Yeah, just thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for rocking with me. I just decided to get a little intimate. I just did my makeup. I was supposed to be going somewhere, but it got canceled. So I was like, let me just still play a little bit in makeup and go ahead and record. So here I am. I'm just here chilling on the floor. A little relaxed environment, you know. So y'all stay tuned. I just want y'all to excuse the way that my head is looking. I washed it last night, but I let conditioner sleep on it. I wrapped it up, and then I rinsed it out today. So it looks wild, but I promise you, it does not feel as crunchy as it looks. I promise you. I slept with the conditioner in it. It's just a little rough looking right now, but I'm gonna twist it up so I can be on fire for work tomorrow. Okay. So thank you guys again for tuning in. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Thank you guys again for tuning in. All right, so the first question is, what does self-love mean? So to me, self-love means loving yourself. Now you're probably like, Mattia, you are not supposed to answer the question with the words that's in the question. But no, really, self-love for me is just giving your own self the love that you also give out to others. Affirming yourself, speaking highly of yourself, thinking highly of yourself, just showing yourself love. Really, the same way that you give love out to others, giving that same love, returning it back to your own self. Next question is, what do you already love about yourself? Ooh, ooh. Man, I already love about myself my personality, my positivity, my quirkiness, my craziness, my whole, just my vibe. I love my spirit, my soul. Shout out to God for that. Physical features, I love my eyes, I love my lips, I love my whole body. I just, I really be loving on myself, and I also love my heart. I have a genuine heart. sometimes that can get me in trouble. I remember years ago, after everything happened with 9/11, and when they finally caught Osama bin Laden and they killed him, I was like sad in my heart, literally, for him. It was just like an uneasy feeling. I don't know if I just felt that he was gonna go to hell for what he did. I don't know, but I was worried about his soul, but two, I was just like, a horrible death to die. But I understand that he caused it. But even when people are in wrong situations, I still, have like compassion for them. I make that little face because sometimes, we reap what we sow. That's for sure. But I don't know. I have a compassionate heart, so I do love that. And I love my smile and my laugh. I just love to be happy. The next question is, what do you believe about loving yourself? What do I believe about loving myself? I believe that the way that I love me teaches other people how to love me. Because what I accept and what I tolerate for my own self is showing somebody else like, oh, okay, well, this is how she's going to tolerate it. Or it's okay to do this because this is what she does to herself, so I'm good. Almost like I mentioned in another video, like even people who are single, the way that you care about yourself and take care of yourself, maintain yourself in your singleness, when those who are looking at you to try to pursue you, they're seeing those things that you're doing, how you're taking care of yourself, how you're keeping yourself up, the attitude that you have while you're single, the mindset that you have, the goals that you have, what you're trying to attain in your singleness. Those are things that they know have to be maintained even when you get in a relationship. So what I believe about loving myself is that I'm showing others how I like to be loved. Yeah. So the next question is, what rules or conditions can you release to love yourself even more? So I'm going to answer this as like me giving advice to what you can release or let go of in order to love yourself more. First, I would say release comparison between you and somebody else. Release any negative thoughts or self-sabotaging, which we talked about in last week's video. Release negative thoughts and self-sabotaging yourself. Release the thought that you feel you're inadequate to have self-love or love, period. What else? Release doubt. Release thinking that, you can't attain things, or if somebody else is doing something that yours is not going to be good enough, or release doubt. What else? And then also condition yourself to believe in your mindset that you deserve the love that you are giving out. And that, some people think that they're such bad people because whether it's bad things that happen to them, or life dealt them certain cards, or they feel this way towards God because of things that they've been dealt with. Sometimes, now some people are bad people, but sometimes it's not even about you being you're not a bad person. So release thinking that, I'm just a bad person, so bad stuff happens to me. No, if you keep saying that, it's going to keep happening. So stop. But release that and just condition yourself for positivity. Condition yourself. Sometimes I know people see me and they think just because I'm a positive person that negative things don't happen. They do happen, but you have to learn to change your mindset to see things in a different way, or to what can I gain from this? What positive thing can I pull from this negative situation that happened? So condition your mind to see the good even in the midst of the bad, to see the sunshine or in the midst of the storm. Condition. It's all about you and your mindset and the way that you think, the way that you see things, and the way that you see yourself. So the next question is, how do you unconditionally love those closest to you? Well, the word unconditional is not based on condition, not based on certain circumstances. For instance, if I say, well, I only love my friend Delisha if she bring me ice cream, and if she don't bring me ice cream, then I don't love her. That's a conditional love. But if you love someone unconditionally, no matter what they do, what they don't do, what they say, what they don't say, what they think, how they live their life or whatever, you still love them regardless. And love, of course, is an action word. Even when we're talking about self-love, it's an action word. So don't just speak self-love to yourself, but show yourself love by acting. If you worked out for 10 days straight and you want to reward yourself with a piece of candy, or boom, some may consider that as self-love. If you did all, if you dropped the size or whatever, you want to reward yourself, buy you a new outfit. You work on your bills and you're trying to build up your credit, and your credit score just went up 30 points. You reward yourself with, whatever terms you put on yourself for self-love. I'm just saying, love is an action word. So when we are showing self-love, we have to act in loving ourselves. But back to the unconditional love. How do I love those closest to me that are in an unconditional manner is, I don't judge them for the way that they live their life. If it doesn't, some people look, well, we think our own life is the way that it's supposed to be, or it's supposed to be, or we think our lives are perfect. So if people aren't living the way that we are living, then whatever. But everybody's lifestyle all of our lifestyles are not going to align. Everybody has different beliefs. Everybody has, different faith system that they go by. Everybody sees things in a different perspective. Everybody comprehends things at a different level. So I'm not going to be walking around here mad with you because you want to live your life this way and I choose to live mine. I'm going to love you regardless. That's just that on that. I'm going to love you regardless. Because, now I'm going to give you the truth, and I'm going to be a positive influence the best way that I can, but I can't change a person. All I can do is live my life, be a light, be an influence, do what God has called me to do for the sake of the kingdom and impact others. But people gonna live their life the way that they want to live their life. But my job is to still love them regardless. Unconditional. Doesn't matter the condition. I'm still required to love. Because Jesus said, a new commandment I give to you, that you love. My God. What do you need to be more at peace with yourself? Actually, I feel at peace with myself, to be honest. Money can't give peace. I want more money, but money can't give peace. I desire to be in a relationship and eventually married. And a man himself can't provide me with peace per se, to the degree that I need my peace. So a lot of things I feel like I've come across getting to that place on my own with God's help. So I don't want to say on my own, just me, myself, and I, but with me diving into my relationship with God and him teaching me and showing me through different things, whether it be spiritual or natural. And then also to be more at peace with myself, just making sure that I'm doing the things that are right, doing things that are ethical, doing things that please God, doing things that bring me peace, because sometimes we put ourselves out of peace because we in situations or we're doing things that is causing turmoil and toxicity in our lives, and then we wondering why we ain't got no peace. Well, look what you're doing. Come on now. So to be more at peace, I definitely believe releasing things that are not of God, releasing things that are not, right or ethical, as some people say, releasing extra weights or baggage, releasing things that don't serve my purpose, releasing things that are just, not for me, that I may try to hold on to at times. You just got to at some point come to, and I had a moment of release. It was December the 30th, and I was just like, sometimes people like, oh, we're gonna wait till the new year, da, da, da. I wasn't even expecting the release, but when it came, I was like, God, I thank you. God, I thank you. Because sometimes, you just have to make the choice to just do it, regardless of how you feel, what the situation is. You just have to make the choice to be free. It's one thing saying you want to be free, but it's another thing when you actually taking the steps to be free from, whatever it is. So, what do you value about yourself? I value my heart. I value the morals and teachings that I've been brought up in. I value myself as a woman. I value the things that I have to offer, not just to a man, but just myself, period, what I have to offer. I offer, love. I offer sunshine. And I offer positivity. And, I offer motivation. And, what I'm saying? I offer light, which obviously shines through Jesus Christ. Just, those type things. I value the things that I possess that can help other people in a positive way. I didn't read over these questions, so some stuff I probably will leave out and think about, like, dang, I was supposed to, or I value this, or I value that, but it's all good. 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 That's a little Fantasia for y'all fans. If you a fan, then you know. The next question is, what fulfills you? Oh my God. What fulfills me is the things that are making sure that I'm doing what I'm passionate about. Y'all know singing. Oh my God. Singing, leading worship. Oh God. Empowering people, especially women and young girls, with, low self-esteem and just building themselves up. This YouTube channel fulfills me because I feel like I'm doing everything that I'm purposed to do right here, and I feel like this is what God has me here for, and I love it. I love it. If I could quit work, which I do, I enjoy my new job, But if I could quit work and just do YouTube, content, whatever, every day and get stacks, which, in due time that's coming. But I'm passionate. I love this, just feeling like I'm helping somebody else and helping them come up from a place that they were in, or helping them to love themselves more, helping them to see themselves as greater than what they view themselves. Just being a positive influence. So this channel, it just embodies everything. I just feel so fulfilled with doing it. So I just want to reach, teach, develop, and hopefully, sharing different testimonies in my life can also help other women, other young girls, because sometimes people can use where they are and use it to be like, oh, well, I'm not there no more. So, no, when you get to that place where you're no longer there, then it's time for you to turn around and help somebody else. So I love, I feel purpose. I feel like this is what God, and it may be some other stuff that he got me here for that maybe I haven't stumbled across yet, or I don't know about, or it may come along at a later time. But all of the ministry, motivation, music, makeup, I guess we got it. I do just a little bit with makeup. I'm still learning with makeup, but well, I'm not gonna say I guess, because it was spoken into over my life. So amen. But yeah, I feel fulfilled here. I feel like I'm pursuing purpose and doing a part of what my assignment is. This next question is, what is your truth or essence when everything else is stripped away? And it says it's time to discover who you take yourself to be, not the person your parents say you are, not the person your friends think you are, but who you know deep down in your bones that you are. Who is that person? What is your truth? I'm living my truth. Now, low key, I feel like I'm a church girl, but I'm a low key ratchet girl. Let me rephrase that. I'm a church girl. I love God. You don't love God? What's wrong with you? With a hint of ratchet. No. But my truth is, I just feel like it's what you see is what you get. Like, I feel like I'm in my truth. Like, because at some point you come to a place where you no longer trying to live for mama, daddy, what so and so think you should do. You living for you, and I'm in that place. Like, if it's something that I'm doing that you don't like, take it up with God. Pray about it. Pray for me. Whatever it is, because I can't help you. But I feel like, what you see is what you get. The truth of me, I'm a loving person. I got an attitude. When I get pushed to that point, my attitude can be nasty. That's the truth. I'm joyful, If you wake me up out my sleep, I'm going to be cranky. Or if I haven't had enough sleep, I'm going to be cranky. I'm going to be cranky if I don't get enough sleep. But if you purposely wake me up out my sleep and you know that I love sleep, I'm going to have a whole attitude. That's my truth for real. This is who I am. This is my truth. Like, there's not really much explanation on that. Like, I love to dance. I love to sing. I might try to bust a little piece of a rap out every now and again. I'm not a rapper, but I might try to do a little something. I wish that I had learned some instruments because I just love music. Y'all know all this stuff. This is my truth. The next question is, how can I change the way I'm feeling right now? So, I'm going to answer this as like giving advice to how can I change the way I'm feeling right now? Letting go of negative thoughts, whatever those thoughts may be, letting go and releasing negative situations, or just getting rid of, negative, toxic situations, toxic relationships, toxic thoughts, letting all of that go. Because the way that you think, it really controls like how you move, how you speak, how your actions follow suit. So changing the way that you feel right now, you have to release those things, let those things go, cut those things off. Also, if it's something that you wish to attain or whatever, getting you a plan, executing, writing your plan out, moving forward, not just praying and having faith about things, but actually working towards those things. The next question is, what do you do to make yourself feel better? I'm gonna answer this for me. What I do to make myself feel better, most of the time, if I start feeling like an uneasiness in my spirit, 99.7% of the time, well, I'm praying. I'm praying because one thing that I've learned about myself is, because I'm a positive person, unless something happens or whatever and or if my mind is on something, because I know most of the time, 9 times out of 10, I'm up. If I start feeling any type of uneasiness in my spirit that I know, like, okay, this ain't me, then I start praying and I'm just like, Lord, I'm not like this, so I don't know if it's somebody else around me that I'm connected to, that they're dealing with something. So I begin to pray for somebody else, and then that's how I can tell, like, when that uneasiness leaves me. If I'm praying about somebody else, then I know, okay, whoever it was, I covered them, I prayed, God, you have your way, boom. Because sometimes you got to know, well, not sometimes, you got to know when a spirit or when things are sent that wasn't sent by God, or if you know that you're not usually this way and now all of a sudden you starting to feel this way, you got to check your surroundings. And that's just not just with people, but you got to check your spiritual surroundings. You got to check what's been going on, what triggered something to be off for me to be feeling this way. Because when I'm up, don't try to bring me down. I do not like to be down. Now if I'm going through something, or if I experience death or experience hurt or whatever, and I'm in my little mood, I have to be the one to get myself out of that mood. But I also allow myself time to process what it is that I'm feeling. But if I know, all day I've been up, and ain't nothing happened, and all of a sudden I feel, we got to check what's going on in these surroundings, because you got to go. That's what you got to do. Child, don't get me to line, because right now I feel stuck like Chuck. The last question. How could you love yourself enough to forgive yourself, nourish yourself, move your body, feed your soul, and live in the moment? Ooh, that is a juicy question. Yes. How could you love yourself enough to forgive yourself, nourish yourself, move your body, feed your soul, and live in the moment? I would start by saying you could love yourself enough to forgive yourself and do all those things by realizing that you deserve it. Like, you're worth that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people feel like they can't receive it, or because they feel they're not worth it, but you are. So how could you love yourself enough? Just coming to the point of knowing I'm worth more. I can have more. It's okay for me to experience more. And it's not wrong for me to experience more because I deserve this for myself. I deserve to forgive myself. And a lot of times I look at things the way that God sees it. If God sent his only son, Jesus Christ, to die on a cross, be crucified for the sake of me and billions all across this nation, this earth, why can't I love myself when he loves me that much to give up his only seed for my black behind? Why I can't, you know what I'm saying? And I know sometimes people experience things, hurtful things. They experience situations and they question, well, why did this happen to me? Well, I must have been in the wrong because this happened to me. I must have. But some things, it don't even have anything to do with you. Sometimes people will do things, but it's all a part of your destiny. It's all a part of helping, even I think about women who have experienced sexual abuse. That's not your fault. That is absolutely not your fault. And I'm not going to go on to say what I feel about people who've done that to you. I'm going to leave that where it's at because I can get amped up real quick. But, that was not your fault. That is not your fault. And you have to know that because someone may have done something to you in that manner, you didn't deserve that. You don't deserve that. Even women and some men who experience domestic violence, you don't deserve that. Y'all think I'm gonna let somebody come and beat me upside my head? You got another thing coming. And some people go through that and they think, well, this is what love feels like, so I have to endure this. No. That's not love. That's not love. And when you get to a point where you realize if love is causing you to feel hurt and feel no peace and no joy and, you don't feel happy, if love is causing you to feel like that, it's not love. Someone beating on you and telling you that they love you, now I know the scripture says God chastens those he loves. That is true to bring us about learning a lesson, but you being in relationships and friendships and situationships and things like that people are just constantly just beating and dragging and taking and hurting, that's not love. That's not love. So how could you love yourself enough to forgive, nourish, move your body, free your soul, live in the moment? You have to know what it is that you do deserve by recognizing what you don't deserve. So, because if a person feels like they deserve to be beat, 9 times out of 10, they'll probably stay in that situation, or they just need to figure a way to get out of certain things. And that's a lot of times that's the case, how to make the first step. The first step is the hardest because when you kind of lost, you don't really know, what direction to go in. But honey, once you get that first step, just like the gym, the hardest part is getting my happy hips in there. But once I'm in there, I'm going ham. So that was it. I enjoyed these little questions. That was the last one. I hope y'all enjoyed this mini series. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed sharing. Those who know me personally, if this comes up again, I would probably have to get more into, depths of certain things or certain situations, just sharing testimonies from different situations that help, lead me to this point or whatever, but even on a bad day, God's been good to me. Even on a bad day. Yes. This big thing is just blessing my life. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I love you guys. Again, if there's any topics y'all want me to discuss, leave it in the comments. And we back to, I think, our regularly tuned sessions next week. Gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. I've been in this self-love mode, which I'm always in self-mode love, but thank y'all again. I did want to, for this, one of my sisters gave me this, and it says, be your own muse, which is basically whatever you feel that you need, you be that for yourself. Let God also be that for you, but you be that for yourself. You know, a lot of times we look for other people to fulfill certain things in us, and we are the key to our happiness. But we have to realize that nobody else's presence in your life can serve to your happiness, because if you give them that power over you, when they leave, your happiness leaves. You got to keep something that's going to remain. Catch it? You got to keep something that is going to remain. So your happiness is your responsibility. You can't leave your happiness in the hands of anyone else, because if they walk away from you, you're allowing your happiness to walk away with them. So deal with your happy. Be your own muse. Whatever you need yourself to be, find that in yourself. Build yourself up. Motivate yourself. Push yourself. Anything that you want to do, you can do it. I don't care who you feel is not with you, who's not for you. God will set it up to where even people who don't even know you will be amongst your circle or be a resource for you to aid in you getting to where you need to go. I'm done. I love y'all. About to do something with this. Oh my God. Gotta go do something with this head. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll see y'all next week.